as we talk to Fighting Irish head coach Mike Brey. This conversation brought to you by Gatorade. The Irish win 92-57. And Coach Brey, your offense really got rolling today, specifically starting the second half. Great rhythm. What did you learn about your team today?
You know, I don't know. I don't know if I've been more pleased about an opener in 20 years because we're still, you know, we lost a bunch of games at home last year, and we talked about having an identity in this building. And we really competed the other night in Chapel Hill. I mean, we couldn't quite get over the hump. But to see, you know, our old guys played old, and our young guys played older. You know, those young guys look like they're joining the party now. I thought our defense was the key. You know, I think they had 20 points at half. It sets a great tone. We want to guard. We can guard. And we moved the ball. And we always have moved the ball through the preseason. We've not always made the open look. You know, tonight we did. So, you know, everybody that contributed something to build on, and hopefully we can keep playing like that on our home court.
Coach, certainly a lot of the guys you want to touch on here today, but Robbie Carmody, one of the first ones off the bench today. I know you saw a lot that you liked from game one in terms of his attacking the basket and being aggressive. What does he give you on the court?
Well, he is one attacking, downhill playing dude. I mean, if you foul him, you may get hurt, you know, because he comes downhill on you so hard. And I thought he gave us a great spark when he came in, you know, and gave us a little bit of spurt offensively. He's physical defensively. I think when we substituted today, Goodwin and him, Nick Jogo gave us good minutes. Leshevsky didn't score, but he had 5 rebounds at half. Like, we're keeping fresh bodies on the floor and we can guard, and there wasn't a drop-off. I hope we can continue to do that with our depth.
I got a follow-up question about Dan Goodwin as well. He had a great game, all-around game, knocking down a 3 mid-range. Him going down into the low post a lot, was that something you worked on in practice, or was that just him looking at matchups and taking advantage of it?
No, it's something we've messed around with. He's really good down there. They used to do that with him in his high school team, and he can post guards, and I thought we got some good stuff out of it, so we tried it a little bit, and I think it's something we'll come back to. I think Dane, you give Dane credit. He didn't play the way he wanted to play the other night in Chapel Hill, and he played pissed off today. So anything I can do to piss him off before every game, I'm going to try and do that.
Prentiss had 22 points against North Carolina Tuesday, 13 points, had a great take to the bucket, very confident shooting the three. He looks like a young man that when the ball's in his hand, he is extremely confident at this point.
You know, the phrase I'm using with him is just run the gym. Just run it. This is your show. You run it. What do you want to run? What do you think? And, you know, now as a sophomore, he's comfortable to tell guys where to go. He is absolutely quarterbacking this thing right now, and I'm really pleased with how he's playing. But it's kind of his show to kind of determine things. And, you know, TJ and Rex, he's out there with 2 men that kind of help him be confident and do some tough stuff for him, but he's a key for us.
Now that sounds like something you used to say to veteran guys like Atkins or Inglesby. Yeah. So is that a little unusual for a younger guy? You give him the keys to the car that quick?
You know, Chris Thomas had the keys pretty early.
He did.
You're right, though. I mean, I don't know how many. Torrey Jackson had the keys by default because Kyle got thrown out of school. You know, he had them early and really delivered. But, you know, this kid showed all the signs when we were recruiting him to be a starter, a leader. He's mature beyond his years, and I think he's one of the really, you know, gifted young guards in the country.
Coach, Juwan had a much more Durham-esque game today, got off to a good start, getting some blocks, getting some rebounds. How important is it for you guys to have that shot blocking presence in the back line?
I thought he got in foul trouble tonight down there. You know, it was nice to play a game today that we were allowed to win.
Yeah.
I don't think we were going to be allowed to win in Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a whole nother story right there.
Right.
I mean, he got some cheap ones early in the game and down there. And so, you know, his presence to block shots, especially early, if he blocks a couple early like he does, then guys are looking for him the rest of the game. He's already had an impact psychologically on the other team. And again, I thought our defense was kind of demoralizing. We're switching, we're up on people, and everything was hard for them. And then you substitute, and you can stay fresh and keep the defensive intensity up. So I'm hoping we can continue to do that.
Let's end with this. Small sample size, 2 games. Has something caught your attention about your team 2 games into this season?
What I'm really pleased with is they take a lot of pride in defending together. They want to talk about defending together. They don't talk about when they miss shots. They don't talk about when they don't score. I really like the maturity of them understanding guarding and doing tough stuff. And I think that can really help us over the next 5 months, that we start with our defense and we'll go from there.
We'll see you Tuesday
Thank you.
night against Howard.
Beat Duke. Beat Duke.